Hi everyone, today we will learn how to import and export different types of data files into RStudio. For that we need to use set working directory to set our current working directory first, and then you can check your working directory using get working directory function. I'm not running this code because I'm already in my working directory. So to import Excel file, we need to load ReadXL package first. You can install this using install.packages from CRAN repository, or simply go to tools and install package. Now I'm specifying the path of the Excel file and using read_excel function, this dot backslash indicating that my Excel file is in the current working directory. And remember to use the extension of the corresponding files. So after running the code, I'm getting my data file that is stored in exam_scores object. So this data file containing 52 observations of 2 variables. We can inspect this object using dimension function that showing my data file contains 52 rows and 2 columns. To read column names, we can use call names function. It will give the name of the columns. So you see here I have student ID and a score. And to get row name of the data file, you can use row names function. And then to read head of the data file, you can use head function. So it is giving the columns and 5 to 6 rows of the data frame. Here you see it's indicating that 2 variables are in numerical values. Now we will learn how to export or save this Excel file. For that you need to load a RightXL package from CRAN again. If you don't have installed it, please install using install.packages or simply going to tools. Then you can load it from RightXL package. You will find function write_xlsx, and here you need to specify which object you want to store. Here we saved our data frame in exam_scores, and then you need to specify the file path where this object will be saved. So I'm specifying that this object will be saved in current working directory with dot backslash. And since my data file had exam_scores name earlier, now I will save it using new name that I specified, new_exam_scores. And you need to remember to use the extension of the file, that is XLSX, to save this object as Excel file. So after running this code, here I got new Excel file with new name. Now I can delete this file because I don't need it. You can select it and go to delete and confirm delete. And also I will delete this data frame because I will use the same data frame again to show you how to import other type of data file. So if you go to remove icon, you can remove the object from there. Then we'll learn how to import and export comma separated value file in RStudio. For that you need to use readr package, that again you can find in cran repository and install it. I have already installed it, so simply I will load it in my RStudio system. Then I will read CSV file, and for that I'm using read.csv function from readr package and from the current working directory. Yeah, then after running this code, I'm getting the data file called exam underscore scores. So my data file containing 52 observations of 2 variables. And if you want to inspect, you can use dimension, column name, row name, etc. Now we'll learn how to save CSV file, and for that we need to use write.csv function. You can find this function in the same library or simply in base R. And here again you need to specify the object that you want to save as CSV file and specify the file path where you want to save the file, and I have used new name here with .csv extension. And after running this code, I have got the new exam scores file as CSV. I will delete this file again and also this object. Now we'll learn how to read text file and how to save it. So for that you need to use read.table function. You can find it in readr package that I have already loaded, so I don't need to load it again, and I have specified that my text file is in the current working directory. So running the code, I have got exam underscore scores with 53 observation of 2 variables. Here I have used the same data file as earlier where it contained 52 observations, but here it says 53 observation. So we can have a look what happened here. So you see here this data file giving an extra rows that is actually the column name. So we can set the column name using call names function, and I have specified here that the first row will be used as column name. Then we can again have a look. So we got the column name now, but we have column name in the row also, so we need to delete this row. Now I'm deleting the first row by specifying here. Then we have got 52 observation and 2 variables. If we look into the data file, now we see that we have correct data file that has column name, student ID and score, and we have 52 observations. And you can inspect your data file more. Then to save a text file, we should use write.table function, and this function you can find in base R, so you don't need any package here. And by specifying the object name and specifying the file path with the .txt extension, you will be able to save this text file. Okay, I'll delete it again, and my imported object, and then I'll talk about how to read and write .RData type file. Yeah, for that we need to use load function that again you can find in base R, and you specifying the file path here with .RData extension. After running this code, you see I have got the same data file with 52 observations and 2 variables. So for saving, I should use save function and specify the object that I want to save, and specify which name I want to use for new file with the .RData extension. And this save function you can find also in base R, so you don't need to use any package here. Here if I run the code, I got .RData file with new object name.